Hey guys,
I'm Jerry.
I'm Sierra,
We're ladies.
and we tangent.
What's up, everyone? Hello.
We're in the void.
We are in the void.
The Christmas after.
Well, you did say you liked this time. You
I
don't
changed
seem to
my
be
mind.
happy.
I changed my mind entirely.
And that's your prerogative.
Thank you. I think it's because this year, which I thought would be good, we have another Christmas thing happening this
Yes.
this coming
So it's not
week.
done necessarily.
So it's not done. And normally I like the pressure being off and just being like, oh, I can enjoy. And now I'm like,
Yeah, the pressure's
damn,
not
we really
off.
stretched it out.
Yeah.
I still got gifts to wrap. I still got stuff to get.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the good thing and the bad thing because you don't have to rush to get it all done because it's postponed. But then you bank on that and then you're like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
I can't not do it forever.
Yep. So my Christmas void is going to be the week after New Year's,
Yeah, I'm making my own Christmas void this year.
which is fine.
Yeah. I have a 7-year-old as of today, as of right
Oh
now.
my God.
Yeah.
How's
Well,
that?
technically, he was born at 3:44 in the morning, so I've had a 7-year-old for a few hours.
Today
Yeah.
or when this is coming out?
No, he was born at 3:44 a.m.
On the day this comes out?
No, today. Today, the 27th.
Oh my God, it's the 27th?
It's the
We are
27th.
in the void. I thought it was the 26th all day. I was like, Jerry, that's tomorrow.
That's what happened to me yesterday. If you're on Patreon, you know that normally episodes on Fridays come out at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
It did not come out until like 9:45 last night
Yep.
because I was texting Sierra trying to schedule when to record, and I go, oh my God, today's Friday.
Yeah.
I thought it was Thursday all day.
Because she was like, I do still have to edit some stuff for the Patreon that comes out on Friday. And she goes, oh my God, today is Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm going to let you handle that.
Mm-hmm.
We can record tomorrow.
It got all done. Everything was figured out, but I was like, oh my God, I don't know what day it
Everything
is.
just gets so confused. I think that's what I
Yeah.
don't love the week of. I'm a very routine person, and I don't love that, like, every routine in my life gets completely thrown to shit.
Yeah.
And
You're like a child in that way.
I know. I'm like a newborn baby.
Yeah, adults are just big children.
I know.
And I've said that.
You could tell that it did happen to me because Tuesday night and the night of Christmas, I went in to put Sawyer to sleep, fell asleep. 9 o'clock.
Oh.
Woke up, 1 in the morning. The one time I woke up at like 3 in the morning, got up and I did work. I was like, I guess I'm awake for the day.
That
and then I went
happened.
back to sleep at like 5 and slept.
That happened to me and Brady on Christmas.
Yeah, you guys
Now,
did.
we had reasons as to why we went to bed as early as we did.
Sure. There was Christmas cheer.
There was a lot of Christmas cheer. Somebody got a bourbon smoker for Christmas, so
Yeah.
he was feeling lots of Christmas cheer. But we went to bed at like 8:30, and we woke up at 2 in the morning. We were like, oh my God. We both thought it was like 5.
Yeah.
We're like, it's probably 5 a.m., close to 5 a.m. Maybe we'll get up or something. And then we look and it's 2. And I'm like, oh no.
We're in so much trouble.
I put on my eye mask and I counted back from 100 so many times.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many because at one of them I did fall asleep. But
That's crazy that you could do that because I start making it a bit in my head and then
you start making it a bit.
Yeah, I'm like, nani. No. You know what I mean?
You count in your head.
Yeah, well, eventually I'll start to because I'll get bored with counting, which is what my brain does to keep me the fuck awake.
At some point, I'll get to like 60, and then I'll be like 66, 67, 68. And then I'll go, wait a minute, how long have I been counting up instead of down? And then I start going the other way again. And I'm like, wow, I must have been close to sleeping because I messed up my counting at some point.
I was doing my ABCs at one point. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
My
I thought you were going to, because of the numbers you chose, I thought you were going to do a real 6-7 bit. You didn't.
Oh,
you missed
no.
opportunity.
Sorry. Shit. No, take it back. I'm like 66, 67, 68.
There it is.
Yeah. I do hate that. My
Yeah.
kids keep yelling 6, 7, 41. So
I don't
any
know
parents
what it
41
means.
is.
I
why
asked
that's
Noah.
now added.
I asked Noah because Noah's like the adult that's in with the kids.
Yeah,
because
he's our spy.
He's our
sleeper
spy,
spell.
but he also
sleeper spell.
he's our sleeper cell.
Sleeper cell's
I
fine.
don't know if the super cell.
He's our super spreader.
No,
No.
that kid does not. No, we're not putting Jerry. This is the magical episode, and you know this. We can't.
I do
put
know this because you
anything-
said something in here, and it's your own fault.
Well, anyways, so Noah is he's around the children a lot, as he is one of them, but he doesn't get it and he doesn't like it. So I was like, what does 6741 go? And he goes, I don't know, Mom. It's weird and I don't know why they're doing it. I said, what's the 41 mean? He goes, I think it's just a number.
Yeah, I think it's just
So
a
I was like,
continuation.
okay.
I think the kids like making the adults guess. Like
That's
it used to
fun.
be like, don't tell the adults what this means and we'll be able to speak our own code. And now they're like, make the adults read way too much into this.
Yeah.
And it means nothing.
It means absolutely. We actually, this is not a code because we don't even know what it
Yeah,
means.
honestly, respect.
Yeah.
Gen Alpha, respect.
You scare me.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for what is to come with you guys.
I saw a meme
But that's
that
okay.
was like, when I grow up, I want to be this. And it's like, babe, it's 70 degrees on Christmas. You're not growing up.
Oh no.
I know. I was like, that is sad and funny, but also
Scary.
it's too real. It's
It is
too
a
real.
little real. Oh,
Oh.
damn.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I've just not been having life is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been having a hard time.
Yeah.
But I think that's okay because we got a new year.
I am wondering, you are very different than me in the sense that, like, as something is happening, I'm talking about it, where you are kind of like, I'm not speaking about that until after the fact.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff that I've done that with, like, I don't know, my divorce, but
Yeah.
yeah. There are things that are happening that I know are really, really heavy.
Yeah.
And I just, not that anybody is owed that
Yeah.
information, but it's like information that is impending.
Yes.
And I don't know. It's going to be a different thing for you to navigate.
Yeah. That's right. And it's going to suck.
Yeah.
And it is hard to know when there's like a horrible thing coming and there's no way to stop it. And you're just like, it's coming.
And I only bring that up because I want people to understand that, like, you are not stuck in a perpetually, like, melancholy, woe is me state.
No.
But there are things that are happening that you are having to face for the foreseeable future until, like, it comes to a head.
Yeah. And I think
And-
anybody who has had a situation like that where you've had to process grief before something happens will understand that like, you know, I'll use my friend as an example without talking too much about what's actually going on. But my friend Kristen lost her mom, and her mom was diagnosed with a cancer that was she was not going,
Aggressive, yeah.
very aggressive. And so that I remember her being, it was like when she got the news that was when her mom passed, because her reaction, even when her mom finally did, was so different. And she came back to work quickly.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I think it was just she had a couple months to really process that it was coming and it was going to be here. And not that makes it any easier.
Right.
But it does explain why someone could just be like really going through grief for months.
Yeah.
Because you know something is coming and it's like, when's the bomb going to go
And
off?
I almost think that somebody who's also kind of processing that grief before it seems that they should, quote unquote, there is no should, but they can also shame themselves in that moment for being like, why are you doing this? It's not real yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it is real.
Yeah.
And the real is coming, and I want to be ready for the real, because if you know that something is going to happen that you can prepare yourself for, why wouldn't you prepare for it? It's like,
and I'm a prepared ass bitch.
exactly.
I
It's like
to
a
be
hurricane
prepared.
coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I could take this time to stock up on supplies and board up my windows, and I can, put myself in a position to weather this storm.
All of my windows up right now. That's
sure.
Genuinely, that's what feels like is happening inside of me. It's
Yeah.
like I'm boarding my windows up. And then there's just weird shit that's being thrown at me just out of left field that I'm like, hey, I have a storm that's coming and like I need you to not break these windows down because I need them to be boarded up for when the real shit hits.
Right.
I understand you got something that needs my attention right now or you're upset about, but I can't. I'm this close to cracking.
Right.
Wide open.
Right.
And I need to make sure I'm sealed up. So I need you to stop.
Well, and I think that for the past year, you've really been trying to focus on opening yourself up.
I have been. What a mistake.
Where you're like, I really want to feel. I want to have emotions like a normal person. I don't want to be so closed off. And now I think you had a really big breakthrough and you're so proud of yourself and you're like, "Oh fuck, I really could have waited until after this
happens
to do that."
Yeah, that's
but
so true.
I think that if anything, you have set yourself up for success to move through this grief well.
Thank you.
Rather than just like not knowing when to stop being closed off.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Trying to find a silver lining for you.
And I'm letting again, I think I'm letting a little bit, because normally it would be deny, that's not happening, that's not happening, that's not happening. I think I'm letting little bit seeps out of these. Sure, I'm filling the cracks up.
Yeah.
like I like to do. But I feel like I'm letting little bits well out at times. So I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, and I think you have to, because if it gets too full.
2026 is going to be a rough year, and I know that, but
Don't say that.
Jerry, there are going to be tough things that are coming.
I know that.
But that's
because
okay.
I was going to ask you, I was like, if when I listen to this next year and play a piece for you, what do you think you needs to hear?
You needs to hear.
What do you think you needs to hear?
You were saying, what do you think you needs to hear?
No, I wasn't speaking like that.
What do you think past me needs to, you got it.
Or future you needs to hear from current you.
That you've gotten through hard things before, and you'll get through hard things in the future. And this is just a storm, and you're going to weather it, and it's going to be tough, and you're going to be sad, and that's okay. It's okay to be sad.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Anyways.
You think use is going to be
used to. Used to. You remember that? That's Jersey Shore.
Yeah, and I know.
Who wrote the note? Used to. Oh my God, we should start writing ourselves notes to read at this moment.
This kind of is like that.
It is.
But we don't normally talk to our future selves.
No, I
Except
think we're
for
afraid of it.
The one time we asked ourselves, did we do the depression versus what's that called? Burnout episode, and we did. We did do that.
I think that's a little part of it. I think I'm just going to be honest before we get into this. I think I'm dealing with depression, obviously. It's the holidays, and I have sad things happening in my life. Yeah. But also, I think I'm really dealing with burnout. Yeah. Like, heavily. Like, the other day when I was crashing out about a bunch of shit that was going on, it was the first time that I thought, I actually don't know if I can keep doing this. Like, genuinely was thinking, would Jerry be okay without me? She could find somebody else. Like, I could go back to serving, or I could go back to school. I was genuinely like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Yeah. That's going to make me cry, because I've never felt like that, and I never want to feel like that again. But I think on top of everything going on, just like little things, I just feel like I don't know what I need, but it's just been, I feel like I've just been getting hammered and hammered and hammered and hammered. And I'm tired of drinking so much.
Well, I think you're also tired of, like, there not being an escape, really. Like, you love to disappear. Yes. You love to retreat.
And I need to sometimes.
Right. You love to be reclusive.
Isolate myself.
Yeah. And you can't.
I can't.
And that's
I've even noticed
hard.
I've really not been posting much on social media, like at all. This year was probably the least I have ever.
I think both of us, yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, I wasn't checking DMs. I wasn't online as much as I wanted to be. And so things were missed in certain situations. And it's like, yeah, because I just wanted to crawl into a hole. And we literally were driving somewhere after Christmas shopping. And I'm not kidding. I was kind of being dramatic, but I actually literally wasn't. I looked at Corey and I was like, I think you should drop me off at the hospital. He was like, why? And I was like, the voices that I'm hearing right now are saying the scariest shit I've ever heard, and I don't know how to make it stop. And I was did you ever watch that episode of Grey's Anatomy where Christina's like, somebody sedate me? That's what I felt like.
Yeah,
I literally was like, I need to be put under or something. Like, I can't make this stop, and I feel like something bad is gonna happen if I don't. I ended up taking a nap and I was better. But I had to get some help to go to sleep. I'll tell you that. And then I don't like doing that. I don't like relying on that. But it was like, oh my God, I don't know.
Well, what's interesting is there's a part in last year's episode where I speak about medication. And I was like, oh, I'm off medication. And I found out shortly after that I should not be off medication. But I felt the same way you did, where I was like, I don't like feeling like I need this to be functional or to get through hard things, but like sometimes you do. But I understand. Take away the heaviness of like the season of life you're in. You just opened up a door that you had locked for a very long time. You were essentially like, you had a system of this caged beast that was inside of you that kept it at bay and that worked for you, but it wasn't working for you. You know
it was numbing a lot of things, but at the same time I wasn't feeling so deeply, and it was contained.
Yes. And now you are going through the process of releasing and figuring out how to navigate it and what parts you need to release, and struggling because all of it still feels like you. So how do I release something that I believe I'm supposed to own? And that's really hard. It's the part where it's like it gets worse, it gets messier before it gets better.
And there's been so much of like the OCD thoughts are, you're a terrible person, you're a terrible person, you're a terrible person. All of these things is because you're a terrible person. So then when like outside sources are also confirming that for me, essentially, I'm like, you're right. And I've always thought that about myself. And so where do I go from here? Because I think that it's probably irredeemable.
Yeah.
So why don't we just cut our losses and quit while we're ahead, kind of a situation. That's what my brain is telling me. I'm not saying that, guys. Please don't. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm just telling you where my mind was at, because there were people in the comments last time that were relating with that, and I feel like feeling good about it. So what I wanted to say, there was one comment that I really did like, so I do want to shout that out. Well, multiple. You guys were so nice, and it was very nice to see how many people kind of
could relate to
that entire situation. So this person said, at 19 minutes, you ladies are talking about Sierra's mental health and worrying about not getting better / backsliding after making so much progress. In behavior therapy, there's something called extinction bursts. It means that when a behavior is being changed, our minds and bodies will recognize it. And in an attempt at going back to what was, quote, normal, we have extinction bursts and experience / display that behavior in what seems to be significantly worse than it was before.
Right.
This, coupled with good old seasonal depression, could be what Sierra is experiencing. It may actually be a great indication that she is getting better.
100%.
I was like, that was really nice. So if anybody didn't know what I had never heard that term before.
I had only heard it in reference to what's happening right now in our government.
Whoa.
Like with the patriarchy and stuff, and with like toxic. They're like, it seems so bad because it knows.
It is actually getting better.
Well, not that it's getting better, but that it knows it has limited time left before
the revolution.
Yeah.
You want a revolution? I want a revelation.
We made a Hamilton joke in the last episode, and I was like, oh my God, this was the year of the Hamilton trend of the Ashby. Did Ashby start that trend?
Hers was definitely the one that went the most viral. I think
Yeah.
she did start it.
Yeah.
But I can't be sure. I know that hers went the most viral.
Yeah. So that was
That's
Hamilton.
great.
Hamilton was a big trend
Yeah.
this year. That was funny.
Damn, look at her. Now she's on Smosh. I watched her
I
Smosh
know.
ones.
She was. Did you watch her with
Trixie?
Trixie?
Yes!
Yeah, I almost sent it to you last
So
night.
good.
So good.
I
yeah.
watched that one and the Flip 7 one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys haven't played Flip 7, it's a really fun game.
It's so fun.
It feeds my gambling addiction a little bit.
I would suggest not playing it with children.
Oh.
I played it just me, the only adult. Me, Ollie, Forrest,
I'd freak out.
Manny.
Yeah.
Manny's 4. Ollie is now 7. Forrest is 5. And Dove,
Yeah.
who is 2. It was us playing this game, and everyone just kept yelling, my turn, my turn. I'm like, no, it's not your turn. And then Dove just wanted to keep all the cards, and I was like, well, no, Dove, you busted. You got to put those back. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about the rules of this game.
Absolutely not.
It really tested my patience as a person. So if you look on my socials and you see me in a circle playing Flip 7, just know I was having a terrible time.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Sorry I was such a sad bitch for so long.
No, I think I think it's important. And also, before we get into it, I do think we have an ad. What is it? I'm not sure, and that's why there's no segue. I gotta look.
1 second.
So I feel like every year we have all the same conversations around this time. I love a good drink. I want to stop drinking. I feel like I need an alternative to alcohol. I want to do dry January.
Yes. The anxiety, the random sleep schedule, we're all over it.
We're all over the chaos. It has to be done, which is why we got really interested in some natural alcohol alternatives.
And by really interested, we mean maybe Jerry had some Christmas fun with them.
Maybe I tried a little piece of chocolate on Christmas and I was full of cheer.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to try this natural alcohol alternative as well to relax and unwind, you can use Amanita muscaria, which is a little red mushroom with the white dots that you've seen on Mario, except instead of making you jump on turtles, it gives you a calm, cozy feeling. Can confirm. Now, I did not take the actual mushroom, but I did
Have the chocolate
have
bar
the chocolate.
that had the essence of inside
Correct.
of it. By the
Correct.
way, it's totally legal. And Amanterra, formerly known as Minnesota Nice, has helped over 45,000 people use it as a way to cut back on alcohol or replace that glass of wine at the end of the day. Because again, Jerry called me very silly, very slap happy. Cheeks were rosy. They looked full of cheer. No, baby, it was that mushroom. A little
Yes.
bit of that mushroom. And if you want something even softer, they also make these Blue Lotus extract gummies that have been used for thousands of years for relaxation and emotional openness. People take 3 or 4 and describe it as like a warm hug from your nervous system. Dreamier sleep, easier connection, 0 alcohol. Also, I took a couple before, and let me tell you, it's a little bit of an aphrodisiac.
I'd be looking at my man some type of way after that.
Yeah, I was like, we are going to have a dreamier sleep, but first I'm going to rock your world.
So if you're doing dry January or even just dry-ish January, it's honestly the easiest way to still have that evening ritual without wrecking your body. You can check them out at amanterra.com/go/LT22 and use code LT22 for 22% off your first order.
Again, that's amanterra.com/go/LT22.
Period. Have fun. Have fun.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
Guys, wait. There is something that happened that was good to me this year.
Okay.
And that's that Taco Bell brought back the quesarito. Brother, I've been waiting for the quesarito. I've had 3 this week.
I don't know that I've ever had a quesarito.
Well, neither had Corey, and now he can't stop eating them. And I'm like,
Should
see,
I
this
order
is a problem?
one and then when we do the Patreon live, I can do a...
Yes, because I'll get another one. I just had one last night, but I will eat another one.
What's funny is
they're limited time and it feels like they're going to get taken away from me again. This was how I felt whenever they took my cheesy Fiesta potatoes away. And then I was like, that's it. They're gone.
Hey.
And then they brought them back and I wanted them every day.
Hey, food places, stop taking options away in 2026. Stop taking my food away.
I think that's a marketing plan and you're gross for that.
Yeah.
Capitalism, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, capitalism. I will buy there more frequently if you stop taking it from me.
I agree.
I had never heard, I think I'd heard the term is it quesarito?
Quesarito.
Okay, I think I've heard of it
quesadilla
before.
Mixed with the burrito. It's quesarito, baby.
I'm really curious. I'm going to have to read what's inside of it. But I know about it because my sister Randy texted me a TikTok, and she goes, you know who loved a quesarito? And apparently her ex-boyfriend, who happens to be best friends with my fiance, loved quesaritos. And I was like, do you want us to send him one?
Like, what do you want me to do with this information?
What am I supposed to do with that info? Anyway, so there was a reel that I watched. And these people had lost their younger brother. And they did the trend where they're like, you're not here anymore, but we wanted to tell you some of the things you've missed. And they're like, Taco Bell came out with a Baja Blast pie, and you had to buy the entire pie. You couldn't buy a singular piece, and we thought you'd really like that.
I love those trends.
So anyway, I think at some point we should do a trend like
Yes,
that. I think it would be funny. But that's all I had heard about Taco Bell, is that there was an entire Baja Blast pie and a quesarito.
That's wild.
Yeah. Anyway.
Didn't try the pie.
I wouldn't. I don't like things that are that color blue.
One time I had a Frutista freeze from Taco Bell, and I'm pretty sure that it chemically burned my tongue. I'm not joking. I don't know what was inside of it, but my tongue, it was the weirdest shit. It like raised up and it looked like a freeze. Like it looked like what you would put dry ice on something.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like on my tongue. And I couldn't taste on that spot of my tongue for weeks.
Damn.
It was right after I had a Frutista freeze, and I was like, there's something fucked up in that. Don't drink those.
I like that Taco Bell really can just be fucking with all types of food, and people are like, I'm still down. I'll try it. Okay.
That's not an ad either. I just really like
it. Didn't sound like one. Most of that didn't sound like one.
I just want people to know that wasn't a setup. I really fuck with a quesarito, dude. It's one of my comfort foods.
Okay, so last year, you want to know what's funny, is last year I was so proud of myself. I was like, I have this all in order. I know exactly what all of these videos are, and I have pauses in between. And that was the episode that we got the most people being like, I hated the way that you did this.
This is fucking stupid.
I'm having a hard time following. And I was like, fair. I understand why.
My favorite reaction was people saying it sounded like that part in what was it? Bill? No, not Bill. Bo Burnham.
Oh.
Bo Burnham's where there's like that consistent loop of him talking over himself.
Yeah. So I went back to being ass at my job because apparently that is easier for people to consume as
you
well.
Guys like
consume my ass, everybody.
And I hope you do.
My
Merry
ass work.
Christmas. Merry Assmas.
So I'm just going to play the first one because I believe this went in order. I'm not sure what it is. And then we can talk about it. I'm sure it'll jog my memory as to why I'm playing it.
Okay, just so you know, it's playing now.
Shattered the glass bottle and Sierra's like, oh, no.
Shit. That was in my bag. For sure.
You know
fine.
what? I'm not on any medication anymore.
Good for you.
I feel my body has started to, my nervous system
is regulating.
It's
like, and it's not going to be, for the first year that I was with Corey, I still had seizures and stuff like that, but they mellowed out after that. So it's like that first year where you don't feel like you're in fight or flight constantly or like walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
Just like that comfortability, that safety can still make you feel you're unlearning a lot of things.
Yeah. And you know what?
A lot of triggers, a lot of things.
I'm so grateful for Brady being as simple as he is because
I love a simple man.
I
don't think I
can
need more
ask
of that.
him.
But first of all, number one, look at that thin ass little ponytail.
You be nice to her.
That's just true.
Did you see all of the fake hair that I had that I know I had to take out days later because my kids got lice and I was scared I had it too?
I just couldn't
Anyway,
stop looking at it the whole time. I was like, Sierra. And that's okay. I'm working on hair health this year.
this is all my natural hair.
Good job. Me too.
Thanks.
Anywho, okay.
So I kind of alluded to this
You
in the
did.
beginning that I had mentioned that I wasn't on medication, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if I talked about this at the beginning of the year after I got back on medication. I believe maybe I did. But I was dangerously close to taking a forever nap.
That's how I felt recently.
It was not good.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
scary.
crying all the time, and in that whole episode I'm crying. And I'm like, I hope I start my period. I'm just so emotional. It's like, babe,
Get on
you
medication.
cold turkeyed your antidepressant and mood stabilizer
Yeah.
by word of no one.
Yeah.
Like, you did that by yourself and didn't tell anybody, and then got online and was like, I'm doing a good job. Now, I do stand by some of what I said,
Yeah.
where I wanted to kind of find a way to utilize the tools that I had learned to try and regulate myself without medication. I think that there was positives to that. However, like I said earlier, I have a chemical imbalance in my brain.
Yes.
And no amount of tools I learned at therapy is going to increase the levels of dopamine, serotonin, whatever
Yeah.
else I've got fucked up in there.
that shit out. Yeah.
That's just not going to happen.
Because I feel like you do tend to go really, like, I feel like they fire off and you're like, I'm up here. And then all of a
Yes.
sudden you're,
Yes. And that's a part of me kind of recognizing the BPD of it all.
yeah.
Is it's an all or nothing.
Yes.
And now I'm realizing, like, I have to learn how to just ride the bumps instead of aiming for like a certain level of all the time. So yeah, I am on medication. I've been on medication pretty consistently. There was only one time where I went off of it, and it was an accident because I
in
forgot.
Nashville?
I forgot to pack it for tour, and it did happen to be the longest leg of tour.
And we did cry. We
We
had some
know,
heart
yeah.
to hearts though in the car, but I felt like
Yeah.
you seemed okay.
Yeah, well, that's because it was only a week.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like towards the end it would have gotten a little.
Yes, that at the end of last year, I had stopped taking them in October.
For months, yeah.
And October is when my divorce was finalized. Yeah. And then we enter into the holiday season. It was my first holiday season separated, and also, you know, figuring out my kids weren't going to be there. And then you're just flooded with all the negative messages of like, what is this going to do to them long term? And like, there's all of this regret, but also relief, and you don't know how to make those be friends.
Yep.
So there was that.
Yeah.
And on to the next one.
Okay, guys, we're gonna play it in 5, 4.
Could you imagine?
Here we
Nope.
go.
Here's the next video. Oh my God, there's just so many pictures of Ollie because it's his birthday.
Oh, cutie.
Oh, because we did that one episode.
It shook the earth up for us a little bit.
It put us on a different
Pulled the
timeline.
rug out from underneath.
We finally did it.
Wow.
That's just a little note to you that if you've been saying for years that you'll do something,
Go to the BMV. You need to.
someday maybe you'll do it, and you'll feel better once you do. Sometimes I think I was doing something and then I just recorded longer than it needed to. Like, I think I was buttering toast at one point. And I was like, I didn't need all of that. But the reason I kept that in is because I think you and I have been talking about like your mental health journey and you wanting to get things like figured out, but kind of feeling like you'd hit a wall. Like, I don't know where to go from here. And I feel like you had a really big year this year with your mental health.
I think you're right. Big year for mental health.
Yeah.
Here, guys. Honestly, I think getting diagnosed with OCD was the best thing that has ever happened to me. Because it's nice to hear from a professional. I don't feel like I'm like, again, this is OCD brain, where I felt like when I would say things like, I have this or I have this, if I didn't directly have a professional sitting in front of me saying like, yes, you do, I was like, I think maybe I made that up. And it was so nice. I don't know if I said this here, if I just told Corey, but she did explain to me that OCD is the disorder of doubt. And I was like,
interesting.
Disorder of doubt. That's what it is. Like, that's what
Yeah.
they call it. And she said she's had people before who have called the cops to tell them that they are sure that they committed a crime that was states away that they didn't do, because their brain had convinced them that, like, no, you must have been there. That must have been you.
Whoa.
So, like, it is wild because I was saying all these things. I had a really bad episode. This is what it was a while ago, but I got up in the morning and I took Noah to school. And on the way to school, I started having a panic attack because my brain had convinced me that I had taken drugs before driving a child, which did happen. It's so silly and I can laugh now, but I had to pull over on the side of the road and get out of my car, and I was hyperventilating. I was freaking out so much. And I thought, I need to go to the hospital because this was my compulsion, was to reassurance to
Yep.
I said, I need them to take my blood and
show me
that I don't have drugs in my system.
Yep.
I don't have drugs in my house, by the way. I don't know where I thought I would get some drugs, but it was very scary. It was very scary. And so anyways, I think that just because it is a disorder of doubt, I think that bit of reassurance is so helpful, and it makes me feel like when those moments happen, I can say, you're not going crazy, because I always am really afraid that I'm like in psychosis and losing my mind. That's another part of it. Obviously, that's like a big fear of mine, that I think like I'm actually losing my mind and I'm in psychosis and there's no coming back from this or getting my mind back. So this is a nice way to just breathe and remind myself that, like, hey, this is it's just OCD, babe.
For sure.
It's just OCD.
Part of me has considered going to a geneticist to see if I really do have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of the at least outward facing symptoms or like markers of it, like the hyperextensive mobility and like spider hands, like the way my fingers look, and my jaw, my TMJ, like there's a lot of things that hit it, and my chronic joint pain and things like that. So part of me is considered going to a geneticist to get that diagnosis, because I have so much physical pain all the time, and I have gaslit myself into thinking it's just because. Now, do I need to eat better? Yeah. Do I need to be more active? Yeah. Those are all things. But even when I was eating well and I was at my most active, those things were still very, very present in my life. And I, much like you, I feel like I can't go and ask somebody for help because I'm just making it up. Yeah. Collecting diagnoses and all of that. And it's like, well, who am I hurting?
Yes.
By doing that, me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And effectively then the people who are close to me who rely on me.
Yes.
So,
and who's gaining anything if you're like, oh yeah, you're right, I don't. What do you gain from that?
No one.
Yeah.
Literally.
No one gains anything.
So anyway, this is me asking me next year, did you do that?
You should.
Did you do that?
Go do it. Yeah. I'm making you.
Oh my God. My co-star just said your body is scared. Me too, brother.
Wait, mine just said something to me. What did it say? Hold on. This is fun. I can't believe we just got him right now. What are you saying? Someone is disastrously in love with you. Wow, that's really nice. That's good. Wow. I hope it's Corey.
It's me, and my body is scared for it.
Oh, God. It says their openness feels like an attack. You want to find the angle, the hidden motive, but what if there isn't one? The wall you built to avoid pain now blocks everything, including what you actually want. Well, that's weird.
Whoa.
That's weird.
Also, when you opened your co-star, did it vibrate?
No.
Mine just vibrated and like, it gave me my 2026.
Well, do we do it?
Maybe.
Maybe we could.
We could do it on the live,
That's
I guess.
what I was thinking. Yeah, we're going to do a Patreon live. This is not going to help you because we've already done it days ago. But
yeah. I mean, you could always go back
and watch it.
Yeah.
on the Patreon, patreon.com/ladies and tangents.
You
can watch all of our past episodes if you're a fuckable bunny or goose pimp or any kind of geese.
Any kind of geese.
And you can watch all of our past lives.
Not our past lives, like not when we were like knights in the round table.
You think we were knights?
I don't know.
Bitch, I was a peasant for sure.
You think?
Yes.
I don't think I was.
Actually, you know what? I think I was a whore. I think
You
I
were
was
in a
the brothel.
brothel?
Yes. I think I would thrive.
I want to do a past life regression.
Okay.
I want to see like what's up. I don't
Yeah.
know if we have to like get somebody on or if I can like. One time I hypnotized myself on YouTube, so I feel like I could do that. I feel like I could do anything.
I love that for you.
Anyway, your body is scared. Stop talking. Oh, well, bye, guys. Stop planning. Stop analyzing. Your chest is tight for a reason. Your hands are shaking for a reason. Your knees are weak for a reason.
Your
Arms are heavy for a reason.
There's mom's spaghetti for a reason.
Sit with it. The fear you've been outrunning has important information. Okay. Don't do leftovers starting late and hit refresh. Don't burnt toast. Don't have a stroke, I guess. Okay.
Oh my God.
Don't put it off.
There
Getting
you go.
diagnosed.
Yes.
And blame games.
Good. I'm
right.
supposed to do stethoscopes. Don't tell me that. I'll go to the hospital right now. I swear to God. Do arm in arm because they're putting my IV in. And do rom-coms.
What's arm in? Oh, arm in
Yeah.
arm. I thought it was arm and arm, and I
No.
was like, I thought it was R and R.
No, arm and
Have I been doing rest and relaxation wrong all the time? It was arm and arm.
Don't do double winks. Couldn't if I tried.
Okay, is that just a
Shame-
blink?
I think so. Shameless flirting or caught in the act.
Oh, don't cheat.
I will not cheat on my husband.
But someone's
Hey.
disastrously in love.
Next year, you better. I did it, and I'm not going to.
Could you fucking imagine? Oh, this. Okay, I didn't cheat on my husband, but I'm good. It triggered my divorce thought.
Yep.
You were talking about beating yourself up earlier about your grief and doing it the right or wrong way and thinking you need to be doing something differently. And it reminded me of like how thoughtful you were with me whenever I was beating myself up, and you're like, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yes.
And you will get through it and you will be okay. It is going to take time and it's painful now, but it's in the long run
Yes.
going to put you in such a better position. And so
Thank you.
that's for you now.
And so.
So there, I tossed it to you. Tossed it to you.
Thank you.
And all right, here's our next video from our past selves last year, starting right now. So tired
Of people
of
trying to.
just not saying shit.
Yes.
Of not just getting down to the meat of it and trusting
Yeah.
that the person I'm having that conversation with is going to be able to eat that meat with me. You know what I mean?
Eat your meat, dude.
Put your meat on the table and let's
chow
eat.
down.
My God, dude. It doesn't have to be this tough.
No.
Your
shouldn't
meat
be.
is tough.
No, I like a tender meat.
Take it off the grill earlier or whatever. That's just
Medium
a metaphor.
rare, that bitch.
Don't wait so long
No.
to tell people how you're actually feeling with words that make sense.
That was silly. I like that one.
I liked that metaphor, and I feel like it holds up.
Yes.
I feel like that metaphor holds up, and I feel like in this year, I personally did say things
Agreed.
when I thought them
Yeah.
with my whole chest, and I didn't try to tiptoe around feelings, and I feel like you did that as well.
I sure did.
This was a big communication year.
Thank you.
And a big boundary year, a big standing on business year.
Gotta stand on business.
It's not clocking to you guys that we stood on business this year.
We did, and I feel like we've had the healthiest relationship we've had in a bit.
Not just with you and I, but like with...
In general, with people.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Communication.
It's
It
so
solves
good.
everything.
It does. I was
Well,
talking...
communication's important only if you're you're communicating well.
Effectively.
So if I came to Jerry and I was like, I think what you're doing is wrong and you should feel like a fucking piece of shit about it, maybe that's not going to open up a nice dialogue. Maybe people won't learn that way. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's definitely not, that's not dialogue.
No, you're asking for someone to get defensive, and then when they do, you can't be like, wow, you got defensive really quickly. Well, you called me a piece of shit. So, I mean, I'm going to defend myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's important when you remember. One of the things I think about all the time, I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
I don't actually know that I had anything of value to say.
Oh, okay. One of the things I think about often with my children, especially Noah, because he is a teenager heading into he's going to be 14, okay? He's going to be in high school. We got 4 years until he's legally an adult. That is crazy to say, and I can't.
That could make me sick.
It makes me violently ill, but I'm really proud of him, and I'm excited for him because I'm not worried for him. He communicates beautifully. I actually saw it the other day. He's not supposed to have, he has a Bark cell phone.
Yep.
Sorry, this is a little detour. So I can see he can't get on social media and stuff because I don't think he should have access to that yet. But he can text his friends, whatever. And then if anything pops up, this is not an ad, but I do love the Bark cell phone. I really do. It's really nice for parents who don't want to be too, I want him to have his freedom, but I do want to protect him from certain things. Anyways, the one thing he can do is he listens to Spotify because I allowed that app. I whatever, but he can comment on Spotify comments, and I didn't realize it until it popped up. But it was really sweet because somebody said, he's 13, so he didn't realize. But somebody was like, yo, bitch, this was awesome. And he was like, why would you call her a bitch? Do you think if she read that comment that she would feel good that you called her that?
Oh,
Noah.
bless him.
It was so sweet, but it flagged it because he said bitch. I was like, I hear where you're coming from, King, and I love this.
Yes. However.
Yeah. Anyway,
in that way, it was a term of endearment.
It was, and I had to explain that, but it was really nice. Anyways, all that to say that I think all the time when it comes to communication with him, I tell him constantly, you're going to make mistakes. I welcome it, to be honest, because he's embarrassed when he makes a mistake, and he doesn't want to tell people. And there was an incident that happened at his school that was a mistake that was made that he told everybody that didn't happen, and everybody was like, got it. And then later on with me, he was like, it did happen, I did that. And I was like, okay, that's okay. Thank you for telling me. Let's create a plan going forward, and I'm proud of you for admitting it. I don't like that you lied to other people, but I understand because you were afraid of getting in trouble, and you don't like that feeling of shame. And so we'll work on that as well. And so I think when it comes to effectively communicating with people, that needs to be something that is really remembered. Yeah. Because in my life as a parent, in my life as a partner, in my life as a business partner, the number one thing that I really am trying to remember is that judgment and shame is not going to elicit any kind of change. It's just going to make people think you're not a safe person for me to be open with. I'm just going to hide it next time I make a mistake. Yes. Or, I'm going to go the complete opposite way, get defensive, and now I'm not listening to anything. And I'm going to seek out people who will fuel those bad things in me and things like that. So I don't know. That's just what I wanted to say on communication, because I think it's something I'm really still learning this year. And
I think that was a beautiful way to explain, even how to give space for your child. Yeah. Because as somebody who has 2 younger kids. Yeah. Forrest is in a stage where imaginative play, storytelling, all of those kinds of things are really developmentally appropriate for him, but it can look like lying. Yeah. And I have to focus on teaching him hey, having an imagination, storytelling, creating narratives, and kind of sharing them, that is so fine to do. Yeah. But we have to be careful about the content in which we are including in these stories.
Right.
And if you are asked about it,
Yeah.
I need you to be able to be honest about whether you're telling a story or not.
Yes.
Because it's a safety thing as well.
Yes.
I need to be able to know that I can protect you from things. And it is very different than when we were growing up. And moments like that were met with, you're a liar, lying's bad, don't you lie to me or you're going to get in trouble. And then that just elicits that fear you're talking about, which
and then,
honestly perpetuates just more hiding.
Yes. And that's, I know that when I say like that in terms of you and I, it's like, well, yeah, you talk like that with children, but you guys are adults. But there are little kids still in there.
Oh,
they're in there
100%.
still, and they feel that shame and that you're a piece of shit. And that's why I think when we were getting maybe some of backlash that we got or whatever, do I accept criticism and constructive criticism?
Oh, for sure.
100%. Love it. Welcome it.
Yeah.
Please. When you wrap it in a ball of shame and toss it our way, the response is not going it doesn't,
it's not going to be accepted.
yeah, it doesn't, the
How many
message
times-
is missed completely. The
How
message
many
is
times
completely
are we going to have
missed.
to hit this ball back and forth between each other before we realize that like the core of the issue is getting blocked?
It's completely blocked.
Right.
Because now there's a lot of other feelings and emotions involved. And I think some of that energy that maybe you're tossing up my way
Has nothing to do with
has
me.
nothing to do with me.
Yeah. No, I think that's important to remember, especially because like it's not just in a place of work. It's when you are co-parenting with someone.
Yes.
It's when you are in a romantic relationship. It's familial. It's your sisters. It's your parents. It's coworkers. Like it's everyone.
Yeah.
You always see those, like, it's almost like a cliche where people are like, everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about, so be kind. And it's like, yeah, but you also need to understand that the battles you're fighting, you could be launching at somebody else.
Yes.
And believe that the intention is
Good.
good. And it's
Yeah.
like, sure.
But what did you accomplish with that?
Sometimes I think you are trying to piggyback getting rid of some of your other emotions by tossing it to someone who they're not responsible for putting them there.
Yep.
And they're truthfully not responsible for getting rid of them either.
Yes.
So, and that was a hard thing for me to learn over the past couple years.
Yeah.
Is the yucky feelings that I have a response to have nothing to do with the people that I am having them to.
Yes.
And if they do, like if somebody does something that crosses a boundary of mine or makes me feel uncomfortable in a way that like that's just who they are, then I still have to take the responsibility of separating myself.
Yep.
Like I cannot put that on the other person.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know where we are. I'm going to find the next video.
Go ahead. Please.
All right, here it is. It says, most of us know we should take control of our finances, but it's hard to know where to start. That was a different way of doing it.
That was fucking funny. Okay. Anyways, here's an ad.
So Rocket Money gives you the clarity that you need to kind of get your finances under control. Where are you paying money? How often? Do you really want to be doing that anymore?
No, Mom, I don't.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about. If you see a subscription you no longer want, Rocket Money will help you cancel it.
They will deal with customer service for you because nobody wants to do that.
I don't.
They will negotiate lower bills for you. And sometimes they're able to actually get money back for you for unwanted subscriptions.
That's great.
Not a guarantee, but they try their hardest.
And that's all I ask.
That is all I
honestly.
ask. Rocket Money has saved users over $2.5 billion, including over $880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. Their 10 million members save up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/ladies today.
That's rocketmoney.com/ladies, rocketmoney.com/ladies.
Oh, sorry. I'm just completely uncovering you. That's so embarrassing.
That's okay. That's all right. Okay. Now are you ready for a video?
Okay, we're back.
I don't remember which one I was on,
We're
so if this is a repeat,
back.
Jerry, cut this out.
Okay.
Percent. 100%.
Your ass is out and everything.
I love that for me, though. All right, we're just going to see what else.
Sometimes you got to show your ass to get to where you need to be.
And,
I've always
and
said
I
that.
did this year. I showed it all over the fucking country. Here's a little growth moment for you, Cece.
And I've always said
Hey, you compared me to Mike Tyson at the end of the Jake Paul fight, how I was just getting my ass beat last year. But then you said I showed my ass. Sometimes you got to show your ass. And then we said we showed our ass all over the country. And then we went on tour.
And we literally did that.
We argued. And I really did show my ass all over the country.
That is a fact.
So, hey, when Girls Gone Mile tickets come back, if you want to see our asses.
And maybe some of our friends' asses.
And in our fronts as well.
Yeah, definitely our fronts. A little bit of front, a little
Our
bit
friends,
of back.
Friends fronts, friends backs.
Fronts. And if you can believe it, our friends as full circles at one point. It was really fun.
Oh, it's so good. Anyway, I just thought that was funny that we talked about showing our asses, and then we did go across the country this year and show our asses.
God, I love Girls Gone Mile. I will say, with as much of a tough time as I think I was having this year a little bit, Girls Gone Mile was such a savior. Such a savior.
Yeah. And I feel like that was kind of Camp Tangents to me the year before, where it was like balance.
Yes.
And going through all of that simultaneously.
Truly. And I just want to say, again, I know I keep going back to this, and I'm sorry about it, but I understand that people don't like ads. Okay. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Nobody does. Like, it's not fun. We're trying to do it in a way where it is a thing that we have to do, and then you also don't fucking hate it every single time. However, because of the ads that get us, through the months when we don't have tour is really what keeps us going financially. But ads keep us going, like, they keep us afloat until that moment. And we would have to, without ads, go back to working jobs, so where we couldn't take off months at a time to go on tour. And if all of this is just so that we can go on tour and see people and
face
feel
to face,
that community and meet people and hug people and get to see your faces beaming up at us and laughing with your partners and having a good time.
There was somebody in Dallas who had just got divorced, and they stood up and announced it, and the entire room cheered them on. Erupted. And I know they were going through a hard fucking time.
Yep.
I know they were going through it, and they did not feel like being in a room full of people who were in onesies probably was not what they wanted to do. But they did it. They showed up for themselves, and that whole room showed up for them in that moment. And like, it was so beautiful to see the community come together and rally around people, and they did that in different places all the time. And
I say that because I know there are some and again, it was a very small amount of people, but for anyone was saying we were sellouts or doing this only for the money, it's a very small amount. First of all, from the ads, but it is just like, it's not so that we can go out and buy a bunch of things. It's so that we can continue doing this and making a difference to people and giving them, even if it's one night a year, to go out and have that moment. That's what we want to give to you. It is so important to us that is what we can give to the world. It is literally what makes me feel like I've done anything worth anything in this world.
I think about the moms that we met on tour,
and the dads.
Yes. And the hug. Oh my gosh, the one dad who showed up in pajamas.
And he was like, thank
because
you, girls.
His daughter's friends couldn't make it. And so he goes, you're going to go, and you're not going to go by yourself because I want to make sure you're safe. And so he got out in pajamas and came to the show.
Cry.
The moms that have hugged us and said thank you for giving me my daughter back, and like the relationships,
somebody to like have when she didn't have anybody. So like the moms that we've talked to who have been like, thank you for being the only adult that I had to be in my ears for the last week, essentially. Like,
that's what we think of, because hey, it's embarrassing to do some of the things that we have to do for money.
So fucking embarrassing.
I'm not
dude.
saying it's hard. I'm not saying it's hard,
but
it is. We are so fucking lucky that this is it. But it's not the most enjoyable part of this job. Okay. But when I'm reading those things and I am trying these products and I am agreeing to certain things that before make me go, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I think of those moments. I think
Yeah.
of that mom. I think of that dad. I think of the friends who have connected. I think of the couple who got engaged on stage, like who came from the UK.
Yep. To Florida.
Yes. And the couple that came from Hawaii
Yes.
to Florida. Like I think of those people and the moments that we have been able to give all of those people. And you know who I think about? I think about Clint.
I love Clint.
I think about
Jerry.
Why am I going to cry? About Clint, who works at the Granada in Dallas. And
why is that what's breaking me open?
We went to Dallas for Camp Tangents and we went back to Dallas for Girls Gone Mild. And I remembered things about Clint. And he looked at me with shock on his face because
he said, holy shit, how do you remember that?
Because I listened when you talked.
Yep.
I met you and you were wonderful to us and you were such a nice
He
host.
was so shocked that we weren't pieces of shit. That's crazy, guys. That's actually crazy because
Yeah.
it meets a lot of people
Yeah.
who perform.
And so like that's so silly, but that's who I think about.
Yeah.
It's like I love that we got to go back to that place
Yep.
and we got to say, hey, you made our time so special here when we were
Such
here
an
last year.
impact.
And I remember these things about you. Like I remembered that he was sober and
Yep.
so that we didn't offer him a drink.
Yep.
And I remembered that his dad and I have the same name. And I
Yes.
remember that he had lost his friend. And so
She
we got
looked
to
like you.
who looked like me. And then
Yep.
we got to share stories and I guessed his astrological chart.
You did
kind of
really well.
correctly. But those are the moments. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I sold out for that, then I guess call me
Yeah.
a sellout.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's more videos.
Oh, great.
Wonders if you needed to know whether you only showed up
Yes.
for other people or if you could show up for yourself
that
too.
part, big time.
And I think you showed up for you
yeah, it was
a
good.
lot this year instead of
really
the
nice.
obligation of like, oh, I don't want to let someone down. It's like,
I'll go because I've always been like that. I'm a people pleaser to my
because like,
core.
do you care about letting yourself down?
Normally, I love to fail. I've said it every time.
Yeah.
I'll fail every day. And
Yeah.
you even said that, and that's why I think it was so different. Because even in Camp Tangents, I was like, I would have gone home.
Mhm.
I don't mind failing. You kept me out there.
Yeah.
But this year, I had to like make sure. Like, is it just you keeping me going?
Yeah.
Or do I care?
Can I keep me going?
Can I care enough for me too?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Jerry, God damn it.
You said it.
Don't open me up like this. I'm so vulnerable in front
I'm
of
gonna bust
everybody
you
right
wide
now.
open on this couch.
Not again. Wow. Well,
That also felt like it was ringing true for this past year.
I need to remember that too.
Yes.
For sure. I definitely need to remember that. I don't know. I feel like I regressed so much this year, but I don't think that's really true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
It's so not true.
I don't know why it feels like
You want to know why? And I thought about this. It's because I was doing so well.
this year.
Yes.
Yeah,
the year
probably
prior, I was an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And you were a real fucking rock.
Yeah,
And you had started your stream and we were on tour and you were being a really wonderful support for me and your kids were doing well and your relationship was doing well.
Yeah.
And last year was just hard.
Yeah.
And I think because you were not wearing like a hero cape for anybody, you had to see if you wanted to put it on for yourself.
Yeah.
And feeling like, am I even allowed to put it on for myself? And then beating yourself up for focusing on yourself. And
Yeah.
I think that's It swung and it felt like regression, but it's not.
Yeah, it's easier for me to ignore all of my issues when I have somebody else that I'm like, hang on, I got you. Like, it's why I love to be a mom so much.
Yeah.
Because I can ignore myself.
Because between me
so often
going through my divorce and Taylor having cancer that year.
I know it. I know.
And now
plus I had a young baby. Like, she's not a toddler.
4 now.
She's 4. So I feel like she's not like a baby anymore. I don't really need to like, I mean, I still need to help her with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But, it's not, she's way more independent than she was the year prior. So I think now I'm like, what do I focus on? Me?
Yeah.
God.
I don't want to do that. I've been actively avoiding focusing on me.
I'm avoiding the woman in the mirror.
No, not anymore.
I can't.
You haven't been. You really haven't been.
I haven't. And it's been terrible. What are you going to do?
No.
That's okay. It'll get better. It'll get
gets
easier.
worse before it gets better.
It'll get easier. Look at me, Sierra. Did it get easier? Yes.
Tell me it got easier.
It did.
Yeah, it will. And it already has, I feel like.
Yes.
But easier doesn't always feel good.
No, I know.
And that's what's weird.
Yeah.
Because we associate easy with better, and it's not.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know what this video is.
I mean, those things.
Shocker. It's like this whole episode happened right before she got here.
Doing those things.
And I
and
do.
not being perfect all the time. Or not being
I feel
too little or too
comfortable.
much.
Just not knowing whether I am or not. I feel comfortable
good.
not having anything figured out.
That's a beautiful place to be.
It is.
That is a beautiful place to
It
be.
is. I hope I look back on this next year and I was like,
Good girl.
same.
Yeah.
I hope that's what sticks and it's not so much of
Well, I'll tell you,
the intense back and forth.
my self-deprecating year was like the year before this last year,
yes.
2022, right? Was that when it was?
Yeah.
Or was it 21 to 22?
21, 22. You were self-deprecating there for a good bit.
For a while.
And we're back.
But that positive upswing was enough to catapult me to even like
Yeah.
it was enough
Yes.
to be like, oh wait, I just had to feel a little bit of, not too much,
Yeah.
but a little bit enough to be reminded that like it's okay to just be neutral sometimes. It's okay to just exist and find your way.
I'm fucking loving just existing
Me
right now. I'll tell you
too.
that.
Oh my God, Sierra from the past. May I call you that? That was a message that Sierra me didn't even know I needed to hear. Wow, you're right. I think it was just like I felt like I was doing so well, and now it's like I feel like I'm just skating by and just existing. Which is, I mean, I'm alive.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know who you sounded like just then? 50 Cent. When he was like, say one nice thing about Ja Rule, and he goes, he's alive.
And say one nice thing about yourself, Sierra.
I'm alive. Hey, that's
That's
good.
fine. That's fine.
That's great.
Because I didn't know if that would be the case at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I'm just saying,
That's true.
I would take it as a win.
Yes.
That's a big win for
Yes.
me in my book.
And I will say that the part in there where I was like, I hope next year I can look and say same. I do.
Yeah.
I do feel the same.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm chilling. I'm not saying I'm without stressors or ups and downs, but I feel like when they happen now, it's more of like a gradual, like rolling wave on the ocean rather than
Yeah.
a fucking tidal wave. You know what
That's
I mean?
really good. Because
Yeah.
I'm so tired of tidal waves.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ass fucking ripped by this ocean.
I'm in the riptide.
Riptide is in my ass.
Oh. Next one.
Any other year, what we took on this year, what I took on, all of us,
you in the ground.
would have put me down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to learn a lot of coping mechanisms that were healthy-ish and not going to, there was a point too where I was very proud of myself because I was getting very in the groove of streaming.
Yep.
And then, there would be days.
You today need to hear this.
Okay. Days where I felt like, I'm having a depressy day. And I would be like, I'm going to take the next 2 days off from streaming. And Corey was like, I don't think you should. it's good to be consistent. And I was like, I think it's better that I do.
Right.
Because I don't want to do 2 streams where I feel off and then overthink the shit out of those.
Yep.
Or not be able to do what I need to do for the podcast and then overthink that and then be like, well, fuck it, then I'm not doing the stream at all.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid would happen. And so I'm really proud of myself for learning when to take a break if I need it.
How to navigate
Listening to my body. Because I really feel like this year, instead of go, 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 like I did in 2023, I really listened to my body and
it worked out.
Did it work out? I had a cyst.
Oh, don't worry, that's coming. I do remember that. That is in here.
Yeah. No, thank you. I needed to hear that. Did you see the situation that happened last night?
I did not see the situation, but I got onto your stream and I heard that I missed you crying.
Yeah,
and so I was like, when I heard you say that, and I know that you've been beating yourself up recently, I felt like you needed to hear it because it's still true.
Yeah.
Those words are still very true for you today.
Yeah.
I just think that you are in a different headspace about allowing yourself the space to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I need to. You did miss. I will say I set a pretty firm boundary on the stream, I think, where it was like, because I got some backlash about always canceling, which I don't always cancel. This was the week of Christmas. So there were some days where I didn't because my fucking family's in town and whatever.
Yeah.
And I just had to tell people, hey, the stream is not my job.
Yeah.
Like, the stream is a hobby, and I do get paid from, like, subscribing, but if you don't have to subscribe. I'm like, that's like tipping.
Yeah.
I don't need it, and if there's ads ever, just let me know, and I'll stop what I'm doing, and we'll pause for a moment for the ad. I don't need money.
Yeah.
I don't want... Not that I don't want it. I mean, money is always nice. But you know what I mean? That's not what I went into it for. I did not go into it for money. I went into it for the community and just that space and being able to, like, hang out with people who felt like my friends while I was having fun video gaming. And so I did that entire thing. Anyways, today, that same person who posted on Reddit that they were upset about... it was a meaner...
I think message. I saw the apology today.
Yeah, they did a big apology, and I just wanted to shout that person out because even though the original message wasn't very nice and it hurt my feelings and it made me cry, okay?
Yeah.
That was on me. I didn't respond to it, but it did hurt my feelings. But they basically explained in their apology message that they had stuff happen over Christmas. They got into a fight. Their partner screamed at them, which I'm so sorry about that, and you don't deserve that. And I hope that if you're listening still, you don't deserve that. They admitted they took that anger and they directed it towards us.
Right.
And they said normally they would go on the internet and direct it towards incels, which valid.
Yeah.
Because those people are also harming people on the internet.
Right.
But instead they didn't. They turned it here and they wanted a community of people to fuel that anger. And they know now that that was wrong. And I know that that happens. Because I was also that person on the internet for a long time when I was angry, when a lot of things were going bad for me. So just quick shout out. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But I do think that a lot of people don't realize that, like,
I wanted
that has a big impact.
Oh, 100%.
On us when it happens. It's not just like a way for you to release some anger.
We're not punching bags.
No, it hurt my feelings bad. It really did.
And I think I saw that something else that they had said is like, hey, I'm removing myself from this place because I obviously don't know how to process these well, and I hurt people in the process. And I think removing yourself for yourself is good. I don't want anyone to punish themselves for being a person. Agreed. I don't think that you should be alienated from a community that you felt companionship with or safety in. No.
We understand that people are people. We get on here and get defensive sometimes too.
Yeah, it happens. I would never want somebody to feel like they are not deserving of this because they made a mistake.
I think you owned your mistake. A bigger person than most just for that.
Yes.
Just for admitting that you didn't just make a mistake, but you admitted that it came from a place fully of anger, not towards us. That's
Right.
huge.
Oh, 100%.
That's really big.
And I think what you did is you made an example of yourself, which is
did.
really brave.
Yes.
For other people to see that, like, you can own that. You can own when you make a mistake, and you can apologize to people, and you can honestly kind of strengthen or repair a relationship by acknowledging that pain
was a
that you
human
caused.
error.
Yeah.
And that you hurt people in the process
Yes.
of it.
Now, as long as things like that are not repetitive,
Yeah,
like,
please
then
don't do that.
that's
Because again, like Jerry said, we are not punching bags. Please keep that in mind that we are
Yes.
human beings.
But I just wanted to say I don't want you, if you are still listening, to punish yourself.
No, please don't.
Because from what it sounded like in your post is you do not. This is a time where you shouldn't be isolated.
No.
You should have community. You should have somebody to some space, healthy space to
Agreed.
turn to for at least a distraction.
Yes.
So
If anything.
yes.
All right, I'll stop taking off on all of these. I
No.
just have so much to say.
Why? This is what this is for. That's quite literally what this is for. All right.
Yeah, brother.
We will play the next one, which is from our friends at Fume.
I knew it. I saw that one coming.
It's harder to do transitions in this one specifically.
Yeah.
So apologies, but New Year's resolutions.
Do you have any?
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
But I know often they fail.
Yeah,
they fail
they
for people, and
do.
they fail for a reason. Oftentimes they don't have the support that they need.
Yep.
And that's why we really love Fume. They help you remove a habit by replacing it with a better one.
I agree. Fume is a flavored air fidget device that lets you satisfy the urge to reach for something without nicotine, vapor, or batteries. Just clean, natural flavors and a fidget-friendly design that feels good to use. This January, don't just try to quit. Upgrade the habit loop and reach for Fume instead.
I really do love the fidget aspect of the Fume. I'm a very
very
tactile person. I'm somebody who, like, while I'm doing a task like editing the podcast, I need to be doing something with my hands. And I too often have grabbed my phone and have distracted myself when I should be focusing. And so to give myself a replacement for that habit of scrolling on my phone,
Yes.
I will grab the Fume and I will twist it, flick it,
love it.
bop it in my hands.
I love that. Resolutions normally start on day one and they feel kind of easy. You're good. You're in good spirits. But then cravings will hit you by like day 5. But Fume will help interrupt those cravings by giving you something to do with the hand to mouth that is satisfying. It's like giving a little bit of the craving in. You know what I mean? You're not getting the full amount, but it's not completely cold turkey.
100%, because you're getting the flavored air.
Yes.
So you, whatever flavor tickles your fancy, you've got options. And also you can adjust the pull of the air that comes through it that does help kind of mimic that inhale feeling.
Exactly. To kick off the new year, Fume is doubling down on helping people break old habits. Literally. For January only, every core you order is doubled. Order a pack, you get 2. Order 3, you get 6.
Whoa.
Way more flavor, way more moments to reach for something better. On top of that, when you grab a Journey pack, you'll also get a free gift just for using our code LADIES. The double cores offers disappear the moment January ends. No extensions, no exceptions. So jump on this now and don't wait.
Head to tryfume.com. That's TRYFUM.com and use code LADIES to claim your double cores and your free gift before the new year offer closes for good. Thank you, Fume.
Thank you, Fume.
I believe we're getting close to our words.
Oh, here we go. So
Hold
scary.
This is a better word. The word is steadiness.
I was going to say stability, but I think both are very good.
Stable was the first one that I
Yes.
thought of, but this word steadiness there was a reel that like a bunch of words were on, and I just I closed my eyes and took a screenshot.
Yeah.
And this says, steadiness, sustained forward movement by pacing yourself. For pacing yourself isn't only about taking breaks or moving slowly. Instead, it is an opportunity to find the rhythms that work for you in different phases and seasons of life.
Perfect.
So steadiness is what I'm looking for.
I like steadiness.
So my word was steadiness.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt very steady this year.
Good.
I feel like it was really... Now, I had big things happen this year.
Sure.
Like, I got engaged. We went on tour again.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, I thought I was selling my house.
Yes.
Then I wasn't selling my house. I had been going through a legal thing for 2 years that I didn't ever talk about.
Yeah.
And that came to a close.
That's right.
So, was it 2 years?
Probably.
It was close to 3.
Yep.
It was close to 3 years.
We couldn't talk about it at all.
Yeah, still can't, but
And we won't. So don't ask.
sorry. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that came to a close,
Yeah.
and like, we're back down here.
Yeah.
This is now. Do we still need to get out of the office? Yeah. I don't know how.
Whoops. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna get stuff out.
We're gonna figure it out.
Because I've been there.
like-
I've been there recently, and there's hardly any space to get in and out. So, don't know what's gonna happen there. And it's not like anyone's gonna move in after us.
No, like literally. What the fuck?
I don't know. So it's basically the most expensive storage unit ever. But
Yep. But
there we are. So yeah, that was my word. I feel like it absolutely was my year, and I feel thankful that was what I chose, because 100%. I kind of regretted balance the year before. All right, here you are.
key. I think my word's gonna be growth.
Problem.
Now that makes me feel weird, like I'm gonna get a tumor.
You said it.
You said it, babe. You didn't know, but you already had the tumor. The tumor was inside you the whole time. To be fair, I kind of love that. It's like Taylor told me that she was like, I manifested that I wanted to like do all this stuff for my health
stuff,
and
yeah.
like whatever. And then she found out that she had cancer. But the thing was, she had cancer for 9 years.
Yeah.
And well, about 8 to 9 years.
Yeah.
So actually it did benefit her because she finally got it out.
Yeah.
So although it's like, I don't love that I didn't create the tumor, but I did find it.
Yeah.
So it was
that's
kind of
true.
nice. Okay.
That's true.
Anyways.
All right, we'll
Jesus.
keep going.
No, I can't. Not on this episode. But I think I would like to grow the tumor. I would like to grow internally as a better person.
Yep.
Moneyly.
Yep. Financially.
Yeah. With the podcast, with the stream, I would
Yep.
like growth to happen in a lot of areas. With my relationships, with my
Yep.
as a mom.
Yeah.
I just want a year where I can really focus on being the
Water
best.
your garden.
I just want to be the best version of myself.
I think you
I
want to
really
water all
wanna-
all the things you've planted. You know
yes,
what I mean?
this year was a year of plantations. No, Sierra. This year was a year of gardening. Okay. Nope. No.
Well, they say gardening is.
Oh,
You know what's funny
Jesus.
is
Christ.
I did the weed thing
Yeah.
for gardening.
We also both did that quite often.
We did. We got a sponsor, and
We did. And
we've
I
thoroughly been enjoying that.
love it.
And also, we went to Alabama,
oh my God.
and we did see that,
plantations.
and that was
Yikes.
a horrible feeling.
That wasn't good at all. But
No.
that's weird that
That's
happened
weird
after I said that.
Yep, it sure is.
Okay, back to
you
it.
have a little bit more.
This year was a year of planting. And I
There
would
you
like
go.
my plants to see the sunlight.
Yep.
And I want to feel it as well.
I love that.
I want to go on a damn vacation. Fuck.
Oh, that would
I
be
haven't been on a
nice.
honeymoon. I still haven't been on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Been married for almost over a year and
Uh-huh.
almost a year and a half. Still no
Yep.
honeymoon. It's
Yep.
fine. What are you going to do? Who cares? Fuck it. Okay, but I did go on my honeymoon and it was wonderful. And
Yep.
that's crazy hearing that because we went to like plants seeing the sun because we went to California
yeah.
to vineyards. Like I
Yeah.
think that's very it's not like we went on a beach. Like we went to a place where they were planting and things
Yeah.
were we were in the spring. So it's literally growth was happening and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And you know what? I did grow in all those areas. We grew
We switched. I think we made probably the best decision by
Ever.
switching our podcast partner.
yes.
And our new home.
And it's why things are a little different now, but let me tell you that we were not in a good place before. I'll tell you that.
100%.
It didn't feel like a good situation to
Yeah.
be in, and I'm so much more thankful now.
Yes,
for
and
what
I mean, we have grown so much in our community, not just in Ladies and Tangents, but now with Parapods and the relationships we've grown with Christine and Em, and with Taylor and Morgan, and Corinne and Sabrina.
Always. Speaking of, Elena from Morbid, reposted our post the other day on TikTok, the one about us, like. I don't know.
I'm so excited.
So wild. And she follows us. Do you know that we're friends on TikTok?
I do know that. And I'm excited because we're going to collab this year.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are speaking it into existence.
We're speaking it into existence. We're collabing with Morbid, right? Morbid.
Right? You guys listen.
Yeah, don't everyone start freaking out and tagging them. Or do, I guess. We're just speaking that into existence. That is, there's nothing set on anything. We've never actually spoken, but
it was cool to know that they know who we are. That was really fun.
That was fun. That was
I
really
saw
awesome.
it and my jaw dropped. I was like, no fucking way. I knew they were friends with
Corinne and Sabrina.
Yeah. I want to say Karina and Sabrina every time. You guys have to legally change your names for us.
So sorry. Yeah.
But it is so cool to see like friends of friends being. Anyways.
Yes.
I think the growth happened. I think it was really nice. Yes, I had a tumor. have it is still currently inside of me, but what a beautiful thing that I could cry actually talking about it. Hold on. But what a beautiful thing that I was able to find it, because that is something that could have ultimately ended my life really, really early. And now we have eyes on it. I will have eyes on it forever. That is not going to be something that starts to take on
a life of its own
without eyes all over it. So I am very, very thankful that as much grief as it gave me this year, much like Taylor's cancer when she had it, it was the best thing that ever happened, because not that ever happened, but I think it was a really great thing that happened, because
it protected your future. You know
I know
mean?
that I'm not going to be a 50 or 60-year-old like our grandma one day and be told that you have months to live, you know? So very, very thankful. You gave me some shit this year, brother. I was not happy about it, but you're stable and so am I.
Yeah.
Sort of. So.
So now I guess all that's left to do is our words.
I have mine. I don't know that you're going to like it, but I have it.
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
Why?
Because I want you to.
Okay. All right. So I don't think you're going to like my word. But, and that's just because it's boring.
Mine's boring.
Really?
Wait, your word is actually boring?
No.
Okay. What is it?
Is your word boring?
No.
Oh, okay.
My word is like a boring word.
Me too.
Like a lot.
Okay, me too.
What if we pick the same one?
That would be strange.
Okay.
So the word for me for 2026 is the word and.
Wow, we really went on the same path. Okay, I love it.
So I wrote this out when it came to me. It says, after years of believing that things lived alone on islands worlds apart or paralyzed me, the word or. I know it's not either or anymore, but and. Even the symbol for and is a reminder of the infinite possibilities available to us when we stop seeing things as or.
Mm-hmm.
Or. But yes,
love it.
Next year, I mean, I'm getting married.
Yep.
So, and.
Yep.
I am
Parsons on this couch.
Parsons Incorporated.
We're changing the name of the podcast.
Surprise.
We're gonna be pee-pee on this couch.
There's pee-pee on this couch.
I know there is, dude.
But yeah, I am ready for things to be able to exist. It's kind of like duality in a way, but also there's a flip side to it. Obviously the and is unifying and kind of realizing that things happen together. But also I'm saying the word and as in and.
Yes.
Instead of like going back and forth to people or feeling like I need to defend myself always, is just being like, and.
Yeah. I got to get there.
This is my boundary. This is what I believe. This is who I am.
Yeah. If you have this idea of who you think we are, and.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and try to change your mind, because your mind's not going to be changed.
Right.
You're just going to call me defensive.
Yeah. So my word is and.
I love it.
Or the ampersand in general.
I like the ampersand.
Yeah, okay.
My word is good.
Aww.
But not like just good. It's like do good.
Yeah.
Don't you mean do well?
Yes.
No, I mean do good.
Dude. So my friend Rachel, she had a podcast for Better and Worse. Her co-host went through some really horrible things, and she left the podcast, and she kind of put the podcast on hold. She's restarting the podcast, and she put out an episode.
Yes.
And I decided to go back and listen because I guested on some of those episodes.
Yeah.
And one of the episodes, I said something, and I kind of was like, I feel like Mr. Feeney. I feel like we should have the music playing in the background. And at the end of the episode, I say class dismissed as like a callback to the Mr. Feeney thing. And Rachel had edited in that part of the Boy Meets World episode of Mr. Feeney. And I am like sobbing rewatching it.
Literally.
So anyway, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Do good. I want to do good. I want good
For
to
good.
come to me. I want for good. yeah. I just want goodness in the world. I just want to feel good. Just good. Just
Feel good, do good, look good, be good,
smell good. Fuck good. Am I right, Corey? Where you at?
Hey!
I hope it's not this other person who's dangerously in love with me.
It's Beyonce.
And I would leave you, Corey, and I'm not kidding. For Beyonce, I would have to. You would understand.
Dude, I can't wait till you're with Beyonce next year and I can show this clip and be like,
see, we knew.
Romance. Anyway, wow. Another year.
Another long ass episode.
Yep. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this year. You truly do mean the world.
Truly.
And you, meaning this community, this podcast, you really are the reason that we keep going.
Truly.
And busting our asses and trying to figure out how to make this work.
Yep.
So thank you for all of your support. We hope you have a wonderful end of the year and a beautiful start to the next one. Leave your words in the comments below.
Please.
And we'll see you next year.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye.